Hey guys, it's Sunny. So let's say you've put these ideas into place and now you want to take it one step further to truly try and not just limit what's coming in, but start to get stuff out of your body. Because the fact is, over the years that you've been alive, whether you're 17 or 60, whatever age we are collecting these compounds in our body that can make it so our cells don't work as well. And the way that we start to move those out is, as I mentioned in the first, I talked about drainage, making sure that you're not constipated. And if you are constipated, below this video, I have a handout, my one-page functional medicine consultation, how to get rid of constipation, because it's very important that you're not constipated. And then the other technique that we use in natural medicine is called binders. What are binders? You may have heard of a situation where someone may go to the emergency room and maybe they took too much medication and they took charcoal to bind up the medication so that it wouldn't get into their system. Binders are like that, like charcoal. In fact, charcoal is a binder. What we do is we orally take capsules, or I put it in water and drink some clay every day. That sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? But what this can do is gradually pull toxins out of your body. And I think, and this is something that what I see in my clients is that with binders, they tend to help people get better. Especially if you've been exposed to mold, binders are an essential part of a mold recovery program. And so I think that it is almost like brushing your teeth, because we're going to be exposed to all of these things going forward. We just live in a toxic environment. And if you take a little bit of binders, what it does is it makes it so you're opening up the drainage system, opening up the faucet, as it were. So when you're pulling this out in your stool, little by little, it'll start to release toxins from the tissues. So it kind of pulls all of this gunk out gradually. The way that you can get binders, and I think that empirically, once a day, taking binders is a great idea for general health. That's my personal feeling. You check with your physician, right, to make sure that it's right for you. But I've not ever seen any negative effects, with the exception of sometimes people with binders will get constipated, and that's a problem, right? So you want to make sure you don't. And so I have some pretty much generic binder type ideas in Fullscript. So what I'll do is I will put a link below to my Fullscript account, and I'm going to show you, this is what it looks like. You'll go here. This is a place where you can purchase supplements. All of them are going to be 15% off, just because that's, my supplement stores, all of it is 15% off. And these are, generally speaking, pretty high quality supplements, and I have a lot of recommendations in there, and I do have binder recommendations. The other thing that I'm going to put below this is what I call binders for mold, empiric binders for mold. And mold is kind of like the big baddie, that there are different kinds of mold, and so different substances will help get out different kinds of mold. Some people will do a urine test, to see if they have it in their urine, and it can help guide which binders. If you don't have a urine test, well, that's okay. When I look at this list, I take all these things every day. I don't take activated charcoal every day, but S. boulardii, bentonite clay, propylmannan, chlorella pyrenodosa, NAC, I take all of those every day as part of my health maintenance routine, so that I can get sharper as I get older, and I'm not going to be weighed down by cells that don't work because of toxins. Okay. Am I suggesting that you need to take all of these? No, not necessarily. If you are worried that you might be exposed to mold, I do have another course, the SIRS and Mold Healing course, and there's a way to get a test to see if Some of these are some of these different molds that are listed up here, gliotoxin, aflatoxin, ochratoxin, zearalenone, if they may be an issue for you. And you go down, this talks more about dosing. So I'm going to put this below. I do think binders are important, and within the ReCode protocol, Life Seasons, who makes some specific supplemental protocols for ReCode, those supplements have binders in them. So that, especially the toxic variety. ReCode had partnered with a company called Life Seasons to make supplements. So after you determine what your type is, right? Is it glucotoxic or toxic or cold, hot, cold, right? It will allow you can purchase from Life Seasons. And I have an account with them. And if you are interested in purchasing Life Seasons, you just have to reach out to me. I'm happy to help you with that. It is a way that you can kind of simplify the whole supplement selection. And I don't know if you've watched the supplement selection portion of this, but I think that that's the trickiest part, like sort of knowing what to take. And that's why Life Seasons is very nice, because they simplify it by just saying, okay, well, if you are type 1, take this, type 2 take this. And it helps just simplify it. So with toxicity, we want to keep out as much as possible new stuff coming in, and then binders and sweating and exercise are ways that we are able to move things out of the body, keep all that drainage open. And let me know if you need any assistance with what binders you might want to use. All right, you guys have an awesome day.